Okay, fine. So the market equilibrium, that's our chapter, second last chapter of microeconomics. Here we discussed about the aggregate demand, our market demand and market demand and market supply, and the behavior of the firms and consumers are related with the market supply and demand. Okay, and the shift in the supply curve, I mean market supply curve and the market demand curve. Okay, finally we came to simultaneous shift of demand and supply simultaneous. The same time, we are able to find a shift in demand and supply curves there. So four different features are there. I mean, four different reasons are there for that. Okay, so what are they? What are they? So we studied here in this table. Okay, so shift in the demand and shift in the supply, both leftward. Okay, both rightward. One left, other is right. Another is demand is right. Supply is left, like that. Four particular, I mean, different situations, and the behavior of the quantity supplied and demanded and price of that particular material or that commodity in the market. Such kind of things we discussed earlier, and I hope all these things are clear for you. And related with this one, homework also allotted. Okay, hope most of people send that answers. Again, I want to receive some more answers. Okay, so waiting for that. Next one, here we are moving forward to 5.1.2, market equilibrium, free entry and exit. Okay, market equilibrium, free entry and exit. So already we studied this term, free entry and exit, related with firms under perfect competition. Firms under perfect competition. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone say that? What do you mean with this free entry and the free exit? Anybody? Those who know the answers, please tell me. What do you mean by the term free entry and exit? It's something related with the firms. Okay. Firms means the
Firms can
purchase. Come on.
firms can enter or exit at
Ah,
any time they want.
so firms are free to enter or exit from the market condition or from the production at any time. There is no restrictions. There is no restrictions or rules or regulations are existing to regulate the entry and exit of the firms or control the entry or exit of the firms. Okay, so this is a perfect market situation. Situation. There is no government. Okay, there is no government. We just assume that there is no government to control. Okay, so it is free. The entry is free and the exit too. Okay, so any firm can enter into the market and they are able to produce at any time they are able to leave the market. Okay, so at what time the firms will enter into the market? At what time firms will interest to enter into the market? If they find the production is good and they are able to make more profit from that production, that time the firms will enter, right? Yes or no? So once they came to know that they are no longer able to produce profit from that production, or their business is going to create great loss for that particular firm, they will exit from the market. Exit from the market. So nobody will ask any question related with this entry or entry or exit, because there is no government intervention. There is no government intervention. So just to keep that idea in your mind. So we are discussing about market equilibrium. Okay, related with free entry and exit. Free entry and exit. So we know that anytime this change we are able to observe in the market. What change? Change in the supply curve and change in the demand curve. Okay. And the next moment again we are able to understand that the invisible hand will work, right? Some particular features will be there. We don't know what is that actually, but it will regulate the price structure. Regulate the price structure. Again, it will go to the equilibrium. Again, it will go to the equilibrium, right? Yes or no? We studied that. Okay, here market equilibrium, free entry and exit. So how the market equilibrium will occur related with the free entry and exit of the firms there. So easily we can say that. So it will affect the supply. It will affect the supply there. More firms are there means more supply will be there, right? If firms are exiting from the market, supply will reduce. Okay, so hence we can easily say that this entry and exit of the firms also able to create the equilibrium in the market. Okay, clear. So we are discussing that. So market equilibrium, free entry and exit. Okay, in the last section, the market equilibrium was studied under the assumption that there is a fixed number of firms, and in this section, we will study market equilibrium when firms can enter and exit the market freely. Okay, so here before and this topic we discussed various situations we discussed in all those situations we know that there are fixed number of firms. Okay, fixed number of firms, it is not increasing or not decreasing. But now 5.1.2, that is what market equilibrium, we are going to discuss about a particular situation here. There is no fixed number of firms, but any firms can enter or they are able to exit at any time, right? So here, for simplicity, we assume that all the firms in the market are identical. I mean, the same. They are producing the same product. Their cost of production is same. Okay, almost all the things are same. Okay, so that's what we are using the term here, identical, right? So what is the implication of the entry and exit assumption? This assumption implies that in equilibrium, no firms in supernormal profit. Okay, so I want to understand here. Already we studied here. What we studied there in the chapter, firms under perfect competition, supernormal profits, normal profit and supernormal profit. So here we will understand that in an equilibrium condition, or there's a market equilibrium is existing, or equilibrium in the sense of supply and demand and price. Okay, so no firms are able to create the supernormal profit. A normal profit will be there, but no supernormal profit. Or in case loss by remaining in production, in other words, the equilibrium price will be equal to the minimum average cost of the firm. Underline that term. So no firms are able to create a supernormal profit. The same time, no firms will face the problem of a greater loss. Okay, so in equilibrium price, the equilibrium price, okay, will be equal to the minimum average cost of the firm. Okay, so the equilibrium price, the firms are ready to supply in the market. That's called the equilibrium price. That is equal to the minimum average cost of the firms. Minimum average cost. Okay. That is not creating any loss for them or not creating any super normal, super normal profit. Okay, no more profit also. Okay, they are able to run the business, but there is no loss or there is no super normal profits. Okay, so understand that conditions here going forward. Okay, to see why it is so, suppose at the prevailing market price or existing market price, each firm is earning supernormal profits. Just imagine. Okay, at the prevailing market price, not in equilibrium. Okay, so now it's a condition. Now the firms are, or the firms that are running in the market, they are producing a supernormal profit in the existing price. Clear or not? So the firms, they are producing the product and selling in the market for a high price, and they are earning good profit or supernormal profit. Regarding the possibility of, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, fine, thanks. Okay, here the possibility of earning supernormal profit will attract some new firms. Okay, so now what is the
Can hear you.
give me hello? Just give me a moment. Some errors are here. Okay, so and for example, 4 to 5 firms are running now. Just imagine, 5 firms are running. They are producing products and selling in the market and earning super normal profit, a huge profit for them. So a number of other people also attracted with that. Okay, for example, okay, all of you, please turn on your camera. Aditya, Grishma, Subham, Muhammad Irfan, Basil, Ashish Penny. What's the trouble with the cameras? Turn on that. Okay, here, Amal Raj, Anila Mohanan, Anat Antony, they are the producers. Okay. Don't be scared there. Okay, you are the producers in the market. Okay, so they are producing the product there, right? Clear? Who are they? Amal Raj, Anil, Annette. Okay, they are the owners of three different companies producing the same product and spending same amount as cost of production. Cost of production, but the thing is they are able to sell this product for higher prices, very huge price, and they are earning more profit, more profit. Okay, so Aparna, Hanna, Aishwarya, Atul, okay, they also ready to start business, ready to start a business, and they came to know that these three people are creating huge profit from the markets, or huge profit by producing and selling the goods in the market. So what will happen here? They also getting some kind of attraction, right or not? Right or not? They also attracted toward that particular business because they also want to create more profit, right? So they also joined. Aparna, Hanna, Aishwarya, Atul, they also started the business, right or not? So what happened? Competition increased. Competition increased. So huge or high competition there means what will happen there? The firms will force to decrease the prices, right? Yes or no? The competition increases, definitely the firms will decrease the prices. Then only they are able to sell more and more goods here. All right. So this is the basic condition here. Okay, we're discussing here. The possibility of earning supernormal profit will attract some new firms. Okay, so which will lead to the reduction in the supernormal profit, and eventually supernormal profit will be wiped out when there is a sufficient number of firms there. Okay, so these firms are forced to reduce the price. As a result of that, that there is no condition like a supernormal profit. Again, it will decrease to normal profit. Normal profit. So number of firms increased. Number of firms increase. As a result of that, what will happen? What will happen? Supernormal profit also wipe away from the market situation there. Okay. At this point, with all firms in the market earning normal profit, no more firms will have a incentive to enter. Now, other people also might they are also interested to start the business, but they came to know that now there is no chance for creating a supernormal profit. Okay, there is no chance to get more profit, so they are not start business, or not they will not start a production. Okay, that's what. So no more firms will have incentive to enter. Similarly, if the firms are earning less than the normal profit at the prevailing price, some firms will exit, which will lead to an increase in profit. Okay, so some firms they are unable to compete with other firms. They can exit. They will exit from the market. Okay, so it will lead to supernormal profit again. Clear? Clear? Is that idea clear or not? Is that idea clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, and with sufficient number of firms, the profit of each firm will increase to the level of normal profit. So, sufficient firms are there related with the demand in the market. All these firms will receive a normal profit, but not supernormal profit. Not a supernormal profit. That's what we discussed earlier. In equilibrium condition, no firms will able to create a super normal profit. Only normal profit will be there. At this point, no more firms will want to leave, since they will be earning normal profit here. So the firms are earning normal profit, they will not leave. They will continue the business, or they continue the production, because it will not create them any loss. The same time, they are able to create a normal profit, but not super normal profit. Thus, with the free entry and exit, each firm will always earn normal profit at the prevailing market prices. So it is clear what is that the free entry and exit is there in the market condition. All the firms will create the normal profit, and they will not exit from the market. The same time, they are able to sell the product for the prevailing market price. All the firms will sell for the prevailing market price, right? Clear or not? Okay, so here, recall from the previous chapter that the firms will earn supernormal profit no longer as the price is greater than the minimum average cost and at the price is less than the minimum average cost. They will earn less than normal profit. Therefore, at the price greater than the minimum average cost, new firm will enter at prices below minimum average cost. Existing firms will start exiting, at the price level equal to the minimum average cost of the firm, each firm a normal profit, so that no new firm will be attracted to the enter the market. Also, the existing firms will not leave the market since they are not incurring any loss by producing at this point. So this price will prevailing in the market. So this is the answer for the question. Okay, what is the question? What is the market condition at the condition called free entry and exit? Okay, free entry and exit of the firms in the markets. Clear? So want to write the answer like this. Okay, so don't try to recall from the previous chapter. Okay, some people will do that. Many times I came across this situation there. So people will cut this answers from the textbook. Okay, for copying. But they cut means all this paragraph will cut and they will start writing like answer like this. What is that? Recall from the previous chapter. So easily we are able to understand that what copied, right? So don't write or don't do that. Okay. So remember, this is the answer for that question. Okay. Therefore, free entry and exit of the firms imply that the market price will always be equal to the minimum average cost. That is, price is equal to minimum average cost. Okay. So the free entry and exit, we can conclude here, price is always equal to minimum average cost. Okay. So that's what the equilibrium, right? From the above, it follows that the equilibrium price will be equal to the minimum average cost of the firm. Okay, so remember, the equilibrium price will be equal to the minimum average cost of the firm. Clear? Clear? So we know that no firms will sell the product less than the minimum average cost of production. Will they? What are you thinking? Any firm will sell that. They spend 10 rupees to produce the product and they will always sell that more than 10 rupees only. Less than 10 rupees they will sell or not? Will they sell or not? Never, never. Okay. So the equilibrium price is in the price of a commodity in the market that is equal to the minimum average cost of production of the firm. Clear? Clear? So equilibrium price for the firms that is equal to the minimum average cost of production by that particular firm. Okay, no firm will sell the product less than the minimum average cost. Clear? Always they will ready or they will try to sell that more than the average cost of production. Okay, but number of firms are there in the market. No firms are able to do that because the customers know the price of the product in the market. Okay, the customers also price takers, they will negotiate, they will bargain. So all the firms will force to sell the product for a existing market price and not less than that, not less than that. Clear? Clear? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so in equilibrium, the quantity supplied will be determined by the market demand at the price so that they are equal. Graphically, this is shown in figure 5.5. This is what our figure 5.5, where the market will be in equilibrium at point E. Okay, so point E, it is equilibrium. Okay, supply and demand intersecting each other, and the equilibrium point is created for the P0 and Q0. Okay, quantity 0 and price origin, I mean 0. That is equal to minimum average cost. Minimum average cost. Okay. So here you can see 5.5 where the market will be in equilibrium at point E. So point E is the equilibrium point. Equilibrium point. Clear? Okay. And demand curve, it is the DD. Demand curve is the DD intersect the P0, the minimum average cost line. Okay, so this is the minimum average cost line. Okay, minimum average cost line. Such the market price is P0 and the total quantity demanded and supplied is equal to Q0, quantity 0. So this is what the quantity demanded in the market and supplied in the market for price 0. That is what the minimum average cost of the firm that create the equilibrium. That create the equilibrium. Clear? Clear? Okay. Okay, so market price P0 and the total quantity demanded and supplied is equal to Q0. At P0 is equal to minimum average cost. Each firm supplies same amount of output. Clear? So almost all the firms are the same. They are spending same amount as the cost of production. They are producing the same product. So they are selling that for a same price. We know that, right? So they are producing the same output. Same output, say QOF. QOF. Okay. So at P0 is equal to minimum average cost. At that time, all the firms are producing the same amount, okay, or supplying the same amount of the product, okay, which means it is equal to QOF. QOF. Okay, underline here. Therefore, sorry. Okay, the equilibrium number of firms in the market is equal to the number of firms required to supply. So now we are going to discuss about how many firms are required in the market to supply the demanded output. Okay, demanded output by the consumers. Okay, so for that also equation is here. One equation is there, one formula is there. We will use to find it out. So here, want to clear, understand this point here. At a P0, mean minimum average cost. That is the equilibrium price, right? Equilibrium price. That is equal to minimum average cost. Minimum average cost. Okay, so each firm supplies same amount of output. Okay, so at that equilibrium price means PO is equal to minimum average cost. The output, okay, or the supply is equal to QOF. 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 Keep that in your mind. QOF. Okay. So number of firms in the market is equal to the number of firms required to supply QO output at P0. So how many firms is necessary or need in the market to sell QO quantity of the product at P0 price? P0 price. Okay. Now we are going to calculate how many firms are necessary to produce Q0 quantity and sell that for a P0 price. P0 price. Equilibrium quantity and equilibrium price. That's what. Okay. So here you want to understand one thing. P0 is equal to minimum average cost. P0 is equal to minimum average cost because no firms are ready to sell the product less than the minimum average cost. If they sell so, they will face the loss. Clear? So no one will sell that. No firm will sell that. So each in turn supplying QOF amount of the price. Clear or not? So for P0, they will supply Q0F at that price. If we denote the equilibrium number of the firm by N0, so we are using notation N0 to show the equilibrium number of firms or how many firms required to supply that desired quantity Q0 and sell that for a QO. I mean minimum average cost. Minimum average cost. Okay. So to understand the equilibrium price, so wait, so we can write an equation like this. You want to find out the number of firms, those who are producing the product and supplying for equilibrium price. Okay, so NOE is equal to QO divided by QOF. QOF. That is the equation here. That is the equation. Clear? Okay. To understand the equilibrium price and quantity determination more clearly, let us look at the following example. Now we are moving towards with an example to understand the situation. Okay, half the screen is visible, right? Want to increase the size? Are you able to read? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so here example 5.2. Now we know that NO number of firms that needed in the market. Okay, to produce the products. What is the product here? Equilibrium product. I mean equilibrium output Q0, right? Q0, right? Okay, and P0 is a price. P0 is a price. Okay, so consider the example of a market for wheat such that the demand curve for wheat is given as follows. Okay, so demand curve is here. One again, demand curve, that is QD is equal to 200 minus P. Okay, for 0 is less than or equal to price. Clear or not? And the 200 is greater than or equal to P or price. Clear? Clear? The firm will, I mean, the demand is 200 minus P. Okay. Means the consumers, they will purchase the product. Okay. If the price is equal to 0 or less than 0. Okay. Or the price is less than sorry, greater than 0 is less than or equal to P. So consumers are ready to purchase. Or next condition, price is less than 200, less than 200 or equal to 200. For more than 200, no one will purchase that. No one will purchase. Okay. And if the price is higher than, I mean, greater than 200, the demand is zero. Demand is zero. Means no consumer is ready to purchase the wheat for more than 200 rupees. 200 rupees, right? Okay, they are ready to purchase between 0 and 200 anyway, not more than 200. Okay, and we are going to rewrite that. So this is the demand curve. This is the demand curve. Assume that the market consists of identical firms. The supply curve of the single firm, it is not farm firm, is given by. So supply curve is like this. Quantity supplied. Okay, QSF, that is equal to 10 plus P for P is greater than or equal to 20. So firms are ready to supply the product for uh, if the price is higher than or greater than 20 or equal to 20. Clear? Okay, and they will not supply or produce the product if the price is equal to or less than existing price, or it is less than 20, less than 20. Clear? Less than 20, no firms are ready to supply. Okay, clear or not? That is simple meaning. For less than 20 rupees, no firms are ready to supply. Clear? So free entry and exit of firms would mean that the firms will never produce below minimum average cost, because otherwise they will incur loss from production, in which case they will exit the market. Okay, so understand that no firms are ready to sell the wheat less than 20 rupees. If they are selling, so they will face a problem of loss that will lead to loss. So they will exit from the market. They will not produce, they will not supply. They will not supply. They are not ready to create a loss for them, right? Is that idea clear or not? So what is the demand curve here? Demand curve here, quantity demanded is less than 200. Less than 200. Okay, no consumer is ready to purchase the wheat more than 200 per kilogram. Just imagine per kilogram. Okay, clear. That is the quantity demanded. And the quantity supply, okay, by the firms, because all the firms are same. Okay, their cost of production is the same. So they plan that they are not ready to sell or supply or produce the product, I mean wheat, less than 20 rupees, less than 20 rupees. They want more than 20 rupees. Okay, then only they will supply that. Okay, clear or not? Clear? Okay, so if there is a condition, the firms are forced to sell that less than 20 rupees, the firm will exit from the market because they don't want to create a loss. Okay, as we know, with free entry and exit, the market will be in equilibrium at the price which equal to the minimum average cost of the firms. Okay, sorry, firms. Okay, therefore, the equilibrium price is P0 is equal to 20. Okay, so as per this supply and supply curve, we came to know that okay, they are always ready to sell that equal to 20, right? Not less than that, not less than that. So the prevailing, sorry, P0 is equal to 20. Okay, so minimum average cost also is equal to 20. Clear? P0 is equal to 20 means minimum average cost. Minimum AC also 20 only. 20 only. Clear? Minimum average cost also 20 only. At this price, market will supply that quantity which is equal to the market demand. Therefore, from the demand curve, we get the equilibrium quantity. Q0 is equal to, okay, so I want to apply that 20 in the first equation. Okay, first equation. So demand curve, we want to apply that in the demand curve. So what we got? Q0 minus this P. Here it is 20, we got a 180, 180. Clear? Clear? Okay. Next one, also at P0 is equal to 20, each frame will supply QF is equal to 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So here 10 plus P. So 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. 30, right? Now we are applying that all in the equation. We want to find out the number of frames here. So number of frames is equal to QO divided by QOF. Clear? So 180 divided by 30, that is 6. So how many frames are there? How many frames are there? Six firms are there. Six firms are there. Got the idea? You got how to calculate this? Okay, so six firms are there. So we got the answer here. What is that? Thus, with the free entry and exit, the equilibrium price, quantity, and the number of firms are rupees 20, 180 kilogram, and 6 respectively. So PO is equal to 20. Okay, equilibrium quantity is 180 kilogram, and number of firms, it is 6. It is a 6. Clear? Clear? Okay, just go for a simple calculation. Okay, now you want to find out. Okay, so these calculations are important for the examination. Might ask. Okay, so instead of this 200, right there, 350. 350. Okay, so I will rewrite here. QD is equal to 350 minus P. Write down. Okay, quantity, oh sorry, quantity supplied for F, that is equal to 25 plus P. 25 plus P. Okay, rewrite and complete one calculation and show me how many frames needed now. Come on fast.
Sir, what's the price?
What is Aditya?
Price.
Hello? Can hear Aishwarya? Sorry, Aditya.
Yes, sir.
What's the trouble?
Sir, what's the price?
Price. That's what you have to find out. Oh, sorry, price are not wrote right. Okay, wait a minute, 1 minute. Okay, so 350 minus 2. Here, cut it 200 and rewrite that into, go for 250. Okay, 250. Here, go for 30. Sorry. Not 250, 350. I wrote here 350, right? 1 minute, rewrite at 250. 250. 250 minus P. Okay, now you can. Here, 30. Completed. How many frames?
4.
Answer. Okay, so we know that. We know that what method we want to use here. So replace the numbers with the 250 here. So okay, so QD is equal to 250 minus P, right? Clear. So what is the P0 here? What is the P0? What is the price?
30.
30, fine. And what is the Q0? That is 250 minus 30,
30.
220, right? 220, right. Next, what is the next calculation? So NO is equal to N, O is subscript here. NO is equal to Q0 divided by Q0F. Okay, so this is Q0. What is the Q0 F here? What do I do for that? 10 plus P, right? 10 plus P30 is equal to 40, right? 40. Okay. So Q0 minus sorry,
Sir,
Q0.
it's 25 plus 30, right?
Pardon?
It's 25, right? You give.
Okay, fine, sorry. 25. Okay, so answer is 55, right? 55. Okay, next one is Q0 by QF. Q0 by QOF. So what is the Q0? 220 divided by 55. What is the answer?
4.
What is the answer?
4.
4. Okay, now we got the kilogram quantity. I mean, the quantity, it is 220 kilogram. Okay, equilibrium price is 55 rupees and the number of firms it is 4. Is that clear? Okay, so write one more homework. Okay, so QD is equal to 325, okay, minus P, okay, and QFS is equal to 15 plus P. P is equal to here, okay, this P, that is equal to go for 10 rupees, no problem. Okay, so 10 will not work. P is equal to 40. Okay, got? QD is equal to 325 minus P. Quantity supplied for F it is 15 plus P. And the price there it is 40. Price there it is 40. Okay. So complete that. We'll meet in the next class, guys. Thank you.